Hello, hi, welcome to Virginia Bakes. I'm Virginia. Today, oh no, there goes my mic. Today I have a live studio audience with us, my cousin Kendra and her family, Krishna and Honora. And they are going to hang out with me, and then we're going to eat cookie cake later and go have fun around town. So I'm excited about that. What we're making today is, oh, my thing got pulled out of the way. Does anyone care? Nobody cares. That's good enough. Okay, what we're making today is a giant decorated chocolate chip cookie cake. This is a King Arthur recipe for chewy chocolate chip cookie bars, and I have decided to attempt to put it in a 12-inch cake pan and make just a giant chocolate chip cookie like you would get at the, what was it called? Great American Cookie Co. So that's what we're going to do. So let's get started. Okay, first we're gonna prep our 12-inch. You could also, the one I made yesterday came out pretty thick. It was pretty thick. You could go, I do have a 14-inch pan. You could do that, it'd be a little thinner and bigger for more slices or something. But I didn't have I didn't have anything big enough to put a 14-inch cookie cake on. So I got a 12-inch and then 14-inch cake boards. So first step, we're going to lightly grease our pan. Use the saran wrap for that, because it makes it easier to spread around, Honora. And then the recipe, their instructions just call for lightly greasing the pan. But since I want to get it out of the pan and display it on a cake board, I'm going to line it with some parchment paper to make sure it comes out. And I'm so glad I did, because the one I made yesterday, when I went to get it out of the pan, I had to like slide a knife around the edges, and it was not like, if you're serving it as bars, it's not a problem. You can cut them in the pan and then pull them out. But if you're trying to get it out of this pan, definitely line it. It'll just make it easier later. Okay, that's going to spread. Then I have a piece of parchment that I cut to the size already, so y'all didn't have to watch that. I'm going to place that in here, smush it down, and then put another bit of butter on top of it for good measure. And then this, it did, other than kind of running a knife around the edge, for me, the one yesterday just popped right out. So, and actually the parchment paper stayed in the pan. It didn't even attach to the cookie. So there we go. As I prepared pan ready to go. I'm gonna set that aside and get all this butter off my fingers, because it's everywhere. Just do this. Okay, next we need 11 tablespoons, 156 grams of unsalted butter, and we want that to be melted. So I went ahead and did that. It's in here if you can see. Put that on my scale, and we're going to add to that brown sugar. And we need, how much brown sugar? 2 cups plus 2 tablespoons, or 454 grams, which is way easier to figure out. Plus also it says 2 cups plus 2 tablespoons of light brown sugar or dark brown sugar packed. And I never understood, well, how packed is packed? And I actually have a video I made about that last year that I never edited, so one of these days I'll put it together and post it to kind of demonstrate why it's important to and easier to just weigh your ingredients. 400 and, oh, great. Who's there? Heather, hey! Weigh your ingredients. Hashtag weigh your ingredients. Love it, okay. All right, this we are just going to do a quick stir. Right, to melt the butter and stir in the brown sugar. Then we will add the salt and the flavoring. So the only flavor I have, I've looked for butterscotch flavor or vanilla butternut flavor and have not found it in person. I probably could order it online. I've made this many times in the bar form and never had those ingredients, and everyone still seems to really like it. So I think it'll be okay without those things. So those are optional. The other thing that's optional is the espresso powder. So we will leave that out as well. What did I do with the, here we go. I'll use this guy as my spoon rest. Keep my surface neat. Add the salt, vanilla, and then the other flavors, which we're not doing. So salt, we need a teaspoon. And then vanilla, also a teaspoon. And I'll stir this in. We'll move on to the eggs. I think, no, we do need to scale again. So I'll leave it over here. Okay. You see how dark that is? We're gonna start adding the eggs and it'll lighten up a lot. So I need this. I need this. And then I have the eggs right here. Okay. So 3 eggs, one at a time. Not a problem. And I do my little Kendra. You asked about this the last time. It's so I can see if I've got any shells in here, then I can see them and easily get them out without messing up the batter. So smart. And then of course it keeps it all neat there on the surface. Okay, so then we're going to just whip this in, mix it in after each egg, and you're going to see how much lighter the batter gets as we go. And it kind of gets fluffy and smooth. Do you want to come over here, sweetie? Can you see a little better? If you have any, you can see me. And if you have any questions, just let me know, Nora. See how much lighter that's getting already. Just 1 egg. We'll scrape just to be thorough. Okay, egg number 2. Any shells? No shells, we're good. I'm gonna have to get, when I have like a 2-parter like this, where I need 2 mixing, like I need a second glass KitchenAid bowl, so I can just do them both in the KitchenAid and not have to clog up the surface with so many bowls. So I will work on doing that at some point. Even lighter. Okay, 3rd and final egg. Any shells? You're good to go. Okay, now we're done with the egg setup. I'm just going to scooch this out of the way real quick. Okay. And Nora, I'm going to need your help later with deciding how to decorate the cake. Actually, let's scrape the sides real quick one more time. How was the drive over? Easy peasy, that's good. Because not traffic these days out of Orlando. Good job. Okay, so I think, let me just double check. We won't be needing this hand mixer anymore. We can do the rest with stirring. So I'm going to set that over here. Am I going to regret that? Maybe. No, I'm pretty sure I'm done. I'm pretty sure I'm done with it. All right, next step. Oh, so I know I preach about this every time I mention it, that I like to do the dry ingredients, like the flour and the baking soda and stuff, separate and then stir them together. They're just having you put it straight in the bowl, but I'm going to do it separate.
So smart.
So smart. Okay, so we need, what do we need? 2 3/4 cups. That is how many grams? 330. Oop, too much. Okay. And then skipping the espresso powder, since it's optional, just enhances the flavor of the chocolate and stuff, but some people can really taste that and don't enjoy it. So then this way I don't have to worry about that part. And then you don't like coffee, that's what I figured. Okay, 2 1/4 teaspoons baking powder. I happen to have, of course it's from King Arthur flour, a 2 1/4 teaspoon scoop, because this is typically the amount of yeast you would need for a loaf of bread. So they have a whole entire spoon just for that, and it happens to be the exact amount of baking powder that we need. Isn't that hilarious? Yeah. And of course it's from King Arthur. Such a King Arthur nerd. What's happening here? Okay. Whisk this. I thought I had the whisk out, but I guess not. Whisk this together so that the baking powder gets really spread evenly throughout the batter. And this is more like a batter when it's all said and done, less like a dough. Just making sure. Add that and stir it to combine. Okay. Gonna need this in a moment. And we're just gonna stir this together. You could do it with a hand mixer, but you might fling flour all over the kitchen. So we'll just do it easily by hand. What do you think? What's your favorite thing to make?
I don't know.
You're not sure?
For my dad's birthday,
Uh-huh.
we made a cake.
You made a
baseball
cake? A baseball cake for your dad's birthday?
And it had a little a square at the bottom, and
Okay.
we put a half dome baseball on top, and we
Dang.
decorated it. It's really
How did you do a half dome baseball to put on the top?
We got a half dome.
You got like a pan that was specifically, oh, okay.
It was smaller than we thought, and
Oh.
we have a big family, so we had to make a little
Some
square
extra.
to put it on, and it was red velvet,
Oh,
and we had strawberries that were soaked in sugar.
nice. That sounds delicious.
It was really tasty.
You remember last week I asked you what you wanted, I saw you last weekend and you mentioned that you wanted to try, you had asked if I brought any baking, and I did not. And then I said, next time I see you, I'll bake you something. What would you like? And do you remember what you said?
Soft chocolate chip cookies.
Chocolate chip cookies. So I am making the biggest chocolate chip cookie ever. Okay, so here's the funny story. The last ingredient is our, what I would call inclusions, like chocolate chips or nuts, or what I intended to do was the Halloween M&Ms. They're black and orange, and then you'd see those pops of color out throughout the cookie. But I went to 4 stores last night. No Halloween. It's not even Halloween yet, and they're already putting, in fact, the second store, I got a little bit of a lecture from the guy stocking the shelf about how the Halloween stuff had been out since August, and I should have planned ahead. And he was busy stocking all the Christmas stuff. So since I make this a lot, it's a really easy like little Christmas treat or anytime treat. Anytime they have the seasonal M&Ms in the different colors, like Easter or Valentine's Day, you can do these, and it's a little festive for that particular holiday. So I've done Valentine's, I've done Christmas, done Easter, and you could even like portion them out into like smaller tins, like those sort of giveaway aluminum tins, and then have them as gifts. It's super easy. So because I know I will be making these during the holidays, and because I was lectured about it, I went ahead and got a couple of bags of the red and green Christmas M&Ms that he was putting out on the shelf because I didn't want to get lectured again about it. And so now the thumbnail for this thing, it was a batch of the black and orange M&Ms. Yeah, I don't have them. So, but what you would do is we want to put 510 grams of stuff. So like chocolate chips, caramel chips, butterscotch, whatever, white chocolate, nuts. So you could do like a giant white chocolate macadamia nut or something like that. Any of the candies, whatever you do, and you can do candies and chocolate chips, you just want to have it be the 510 grams. So, this is the one I used yesterday and there's still some left.
I have a question.
Yes, what's your question?
It's weird how is Christmas stuff already being put
Right?
out, even though Halloween's not passed.
Halloween hasn't
Christmas
happened.
isn't even close, and Thanksgiving hasn't passed either.
No, it's not. That's what I'm saying. Like, why am I in trouble for waiting until a week before
August
Halloween?
is when school starts. That should just be regular M&Ms.
I agree with you.
It's like so weird.
Okay. There's hardly any left in this bag. I'm just gonna. That's not 527 grams. That's 510 grams. Okay, then we're just gonna stir these into our batter. I think now we're done with this bowl, but I could be wrong. You never know. I don't need that. Don't need this. Working with a very limited space. I have to kind of constantly keep it clean. And then this we're just gonna stir really well. And one big old cookie.
So little cookies, big cookies.
Exactly. I just thought of something I forgot to get out. I'll have to go get it. It's the food coloring for the icing we're going to use to decorate.
What color is it?
Well, so the Halloween M&Ms were only black and orange. In like previous years, they had like purple and a green in them as well, and I thought those were cute. And so then it's like, well, now I'm just limited to black and orange. So what am I going to do with that? And then I found these sprinkles, black and orange, and there's some gray in there. So we're gonna do the top with black and orange and a spider web.
Eyeballs.
And some eyeballs, yeah. Okay, pan. Scoop this out.
Whoa.
It's definitely thicker than cake, but not as thick as cookie dough.
Cookie dough is like literal dough. You
Cookie
can
dough.
touch it and it feels like Play-Doh. So
Yeah,
this is like a cross between a cake and a cookie.
exactly.
It's a cookie cake.
Exactly. So the top, it says to use like wet fingers or a wet spatula to sort of smooth it as best you can. Neither of those things worked for me yesterday, so, or have ever worked in the past. So I just smooth it as much as I can with this dirty spatula and move on. It will, the top will kind of, as it's baking, it will smooth out a bit on its own. So we're just gonna spread this around. These are super like insanely chocolatey. Of course, should have had M&Ms in it. I always get something not quite right for these streams. Oh, I got you on the table over there a Halloween headband if you want to wear it. Like, it's not the same as mine, but it goes together. Here's some scissors if you need to get the tag off. Just be careful with the scissors. Okay. I haven't even looked. Heather was supposed to be in our live studio audience. That's okay. Maybe. So far, this change to Saturday is going, I feel really well for me and my well-being. Been doing all the prep on Saturday, then doing the thing on Sunday, and then I don't get a day off. Okay, so we're good. This will, like I said, it'll smooth out a bit in the oven as it bakes. So this is going to go in a 350 degree oven For if you have one of these lighter color pans, we're doing that for 32 minutes. The darker pan is going to be 30 minutes. I don't know what the internal temperature should be. They're chewy, so kind of when it comes out, and it says in the recipe that like a stick, toothpick or whatever put into the middle will come out still wet. And it's okay. It's going to be fine. You have to let it sit overnight to sort of set up. And so, like with the one I made yesterday, I didn't take it out of the pan until like an hour ago, just because I wanted to make sure that it wasn't so soft and chewy that it would fall apart as I took it out of the pan. You definitely want it to sit overnight.
Like Jello?
I mean, it's not as bad as Jello.
Like when you
Oh,
make
yeah.
Jello,
When you make Jello,
it can't be
you're right.
liquidy, or else it's
Exactly.
gonna fall apart. It
Exactly.
can't be too hard, or else it's not Jello.
Exactly. Okay.
Gotta be right in the sweet spot.
Mm-hmm. Sweet spot. All right. Let's switch out the recipe to the. Did we cover everything on here? Shorter time for darker pan, longer time for light shiny pan. Cake tester inserted into the center won't come out clean. We talked about that. All right, now on to some buttercream frosting. This is actually the amounts I've given for the buttercream frosting is a half batch. It's gonna make, I think, about 2.5 cups. Like the full batch, I believe, makes about 5 cups. This will make 2.5 cups in dairy, if I'm remembering correctly. So let me pull this over so it can be seen a little bit better. Ta-da! I went ahead and put in here our Crisco and butter. It's 1 stick of butter, that's 113 grams. The Crisco, I used one of the pre-measured Crisco sticks, so it's one of those because they're a cup. That's 227 grams of Crisco. So, oh, with the paddle attachment. I got the whisk attachment, hold on. Hold on. Paddle attachment, not even following my own instructions. Beat the butter, shortening, and salt. 1/4 teaspoon of salt. What is that? It's an 1/8. So 2 of these. On low speed until fully combined. Scrape the bowl as needed. Okay. Then we're going to want butter flavor, almond extract, vanilla, thank you. And for these we need a teaspoon, I got that there, and an 1/8 teaspoon. Okay. I'm sorry?
But that's a lot of extract.
It is a lot of extract. Smell this one.
Whoa.
That smells like
good.
a bakery, right? Oops, thank you.
When you walk in, it smells like a bakery.
It does. It's not. I had no idea butter extract. What? Do you want to smell it?
The cap is bouncing.
It is bouncy.
It bounced into my
Butter
hand.
extract. It's strange.
Isn't butter regular butter already kind of like extract?
I don't know. That doesn't even smell like butter to me.
It doesn't.
But it definitely has the taste that I recognize from like wedding cakes or.
That's what it smells like.
Yeah.
Wedding cake.
It does. It smells like a wedding cake. Okay. So mix in the butter, flavor, vanilla, and almond extract. So would we say a teaspoon of butter? Yeah. And I'm almost out. Yeah, it's a buttercream. So we can decorate the top of our giant cookie.
I've never seen buttercream icing being made except for in live, except for once when I was watching the Great British Baking Show. That's the only time I see it.
Yeah, there's a lot of different ways to make it. And then, so the almond extract, the full recipe is an 1/8 teaspoon. I don't think they make 16th teaspoons. So I left it 1/8 teaspoon in the recipe, but we're just gonna kind of like try to just half fill it. So I don't want it to be overwhelmingly almondy. Yeah, there we go. So all those things combined will definitely give it a flavor of like, you know, the kind of buttercream you'd get in a bakery. Okay, so meringue powder is optional, but I have some. So I'm
Meringue
gonna
powder?
put it in there. Yeah, it's a sugar egg,
And
like a dried powdered sugar egg mixture that helps provide like stiffness and hold.
I've seen a meringue.
Yeah. Have you
It's
have
like
you?
whipped cream.
It's whipped egg whites.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I was trying to say. But it kind of looks like whipped cream.
It does. You're right.
But like more thick.
Definitely, very thick. And then you can shape it into different shapes and bake it, and they look really cute. Like you could make meringue Christmas trees. You could color the meringue green. You can make meringue ghosts.
Green for ghosts?
Well, white for ghosts, or white for snowmen. Yeah, snowmen, and you could put like
Like you can make
kind of hat on them.
You can make brown for like little turkeys.
Exactly. All right, and then it calls for 1 pound. So I'm not going to weigh this because I trust that it is a pound. It says right there on the package, so I'm not going to worry about it.
What is it?
It's powdered sugar. 1 pound of powdered sugar.
Okay.
Yep. Are we ready for the powdered sugar part? Yes. I don't. It feels good and soft. I'm not feeling any lumps. I did have one recently that was hard and that required sifting, not shifting.
So right
Can you grab me those scissors back? Oh, I wasn't supposed to add the meringue powder just yet. My bad. Thank you.
It's in there.
It's in there. It's all going in the same place. All right, we're gonna add half of this powdered sugar and add the meringue powder and about half of the powdered sugar. Mix until smooth. Scrapeable as needed.
This is like the best view. I can see everything. So pretty.
It's so much fun to have you here.
Yay.
And Heather and, oh, Krishna. Thanks for the comment. The rest. Scraping the bowl is needed. I am going to give it a scrape.
It smells so good.
Doesn't it?
You can smell the butter extract.
It smells like a cake bakery in here.
Yeah, like when you just walk in somewhere, it's like, oh my god,
Yes.
this is like...
Wait until the cookie is in the oven baking. That smells good. That's good stuff. Okay, I'm just going to scrape the sides. I have to take the bowl off to do this. It's so hard to do it when it's still in the mixer.
Because in the mixer,
It's in the way.
You gotta make your way through the paddle.
Exactly, the paddle's in the way.
So you just gotta take the bowl out.
Okay. And then the rest of the powdered sugar.
It's powdered sugar.
And then the milk is optional if we feel like we need it
If it
to
doesn't look
make
too
it.
creamy.
Yeah, if it's too thick and we need to kind of thin it out a little bit, we would add milk or water. Water if you're gonna like leave this, whatever you're putting this frosting on, if you're gonna leave it out at room temperature, you should use water, technically, for safety purposes. Otherwise you can use milk. I can't see what you're doing in your kitchen, so you do your thing. All right, we're gonna let this go for a few minutes. I'm gonna get the food coloring I meant to get already. Right? That was, yeah, otherwise this was just a big white side of a cabinet, and so I did that to sort of hide the color. Okay, so black and orange. Sunset orange? We'll go with sunset orange. I need some bowls for the black and the orange. Now I'm starting to get paranoid that I should have just, even though it would be way too much frosting for this cookie cake, I feel like I'm gonna wish I had more frosting. Oh well. We'll get our piping bags kind of ready.
Which tip are you going to use?
So we're going to do a spider web.
So
first on the cake.
One of those like cool, like a thin one.
Yeah, so we'll do a thin line. So we need the one, this guy.
Yeah. I was like, that one's pretty thin, but I think there's a thinner one.
I do have a thinner one, and see on my over there, the little box of piping tips. All right, I think what we'll do, Honora, is we're gonna do the white for the spider web. We'll do that first, and then and get that out of the way because that's the only white we need, right? Because spider web is white.
It's like clear.
Yeah,
you
can't really see it.
Clear racing.
Exactly. So we'll.
It's hard.
What do you think? This is good and fluffy.
Oh yeah, it looks like whipped cream that just been whipped again.
Extra whipped cream.
Extra whipped cream.
cream.
Yeah. I was trying to find the words for that. I was like, whipped cream.
Oh no, I have frosting on my finger and people are watching, so I can't possibly just lick that off. That would be bad. You liked that, Kendra?
We'll lick it off later. If you need more icing.
my baker's treat of once we're all done, I can take the spatula and go to town. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna add any milk or water to this. I think we're good. I think.
It's really pretty.
Thanks. It's kind of. I got it because it has spiders on it. I also got it because that guy made me feel bad about not buying my M&Ms 2 months ago.
Yeah. One spider there, and then it has like spider web.
Yep. So I thought it would go well with it. And then I had this shirt with the jack-o'-lanterns. I got this a while ago.
Since your hair is like blackish, it blends in so well.
Thank
It
you.
just looks like you're wearing a little witch hat.
Thank you. Can you come and hang out with me for every stream? This is so nice. Exactly.
So in the almond extract, does it have almonds in it?
I do believe. Otherwise, it would say imitation. So if it doesn't say imitation, okay, which eyeball has the contact for close reading? Water, alcohol, oil of bitter almond. So yeah, they get the oil out of the almonds. No, I don't need this.
And I'm not allergic to it, but it's
Oh, that's good.
Nuts are a common allergy.
That is true. So I don't know my allergy, like would an extract from almonds, I would imagine that would be a problem for people. So I'm gonna be aware of that when you're making
the ingredients.
Yep.
When like when you're eating food, baking, all that kind of stuff.
Exactly.
Nuts are really common. Nuts and dairy and stuff.
Exactly. Okay, so I'm not gonna do the saran wrap trick yet. I'll do that for the orange and the black. One of my least favorite things is filling these small. And do you want to know why? Not just hard, it gets messy. I don't like it when things are messy.
Maybe you should put like a little, like thin little padding to just like, so if any icing or something falls, it doesn't mess up this beautiful
That's true.
pile.
And then I can just scoop it back up and keep using it.
Yeah. And you just wash it off. Like, they're really good, like, little plastic pads for that.
You're right. You know what else would work well, which I do have, is like parchment paper.
Parchment paper. Just lay out.
Just a layer of parchment
Like
paper
when
on
you
the
go to the
countertop.
doctor, how there's like a ton of like paper towel like under the bed.
Yeah, they do. It's like paper towel, a sheet of paper towel.
Or like a sheet of parchment paper, and when you're done, just
See, now I'm
if
gonna
it's
get
clean, you can reuse it. If it's not, then just kind of throw it away.
true. Very true.
Or reuse it or something.
All right. Well, I feel like I'm gonna get
Perfect piping there.
frosting. Oh,
No
hold
mess
on a minute.
at all.
No mess. This is not mess.
That's
Okay.
in the inside.
So, all right. I think I need to kind of do a little bit of making space here for a minute. So let's get this
Space making
out
time.
of the way. Oh, it's okay. I'll just set it back here. Thank you. We'll put it there. And what else do I not need? I don't need these anymore.
I don't think you need salt.
Don't need any more salt, or is it there?
I think you need
That's so
these.
small. I'm not gonna. We can leave them there for now. They're tiny.
Too
Yeah.
small, so
This
they
I'll put in
don't
the
need to be
garbage.
moved.
Yeah. Okay. So now we can reveal the cookie cake.
Cookie.
So this, like I said, ta-da! Made that. You want to smell of it, as my granny would say. She would say, "Smell of it." Or like if you had a pretty dress on and she wanted to know the material, she'd say, let me feel of that. Feel of it, smell of it, taste of it. It was great. Okay, I should probably follow your advice, Nora, and we'll put this on the side to sort of practice the piping before we actually put it on the cake, just in case. Okay, so
practice a little spider web.
Yeah, just make sure it's coming out of the piping tip.
What are you gonna do for Halloween?
What am I gonna do?
Yeah.
Well, nothing. Like, nobody ever comes up. I've been here 13 years. Nobody ever comes up here
And
for trick or treats. Yeah.
Yeah, that's too bad.
Okay, well, it's not.
I'm gonna be a dark reaper.
It probably doesn't help that I have the lights off. No, I did try, like, the first couple of years I did, like, have lights on, but nobody came up, so I stopped buying candy. Yeah, and I can see them out the window walking by with their little outfits and things.
Or just say, "Come in." Just put a little sign in this window and say, "Come in."
You know, that would be kind of fun if I was dressed up in a costume and kind of hanging out up here and like making spooky faces and saying things as they walk by. Maybe they would come up.
Just like open up that window. "Hey guys, get your candy here." Just throw it.
Exactly. Okay.
That's a really good spider web.
So it's getting there. Don't look at that. Nora, don't look at that. It's not. Okay.
It's still really pretty. It's like when spiders make mistakes on their web.
They do?
Yeah.
Well, then I won't feel so bad.
Sometimes they're kind of like, this is a big clump and this is just like little thin lines.
Yeah. Well, then we will probably recreate a very messy spider web on top of this cake. Okay, so first step in my mind, I have not done this officially yet. I did it on paper. My mind powers, we're gonna just do spokes from the center out to the ends.
I think you should put like a little dot in the middle.
Well, it'll end up making a dot because of all of the spokes that kind of join together. No, okay, I'm gonna. So basically, I'm trying to squeeze evenly, and I'm going pretty slow. And if you let it hover above and it'll drop on its own onto the surface, then it helps kind of keep it straight and you don't see wobbly lines.
So pretty.
Thank you.
Oh yeah, the Chewy lines make a dot. So.
Yeah, and then
Are you gonna do like by thirds or like eighths?
third. What do you mean?
Like
The lines in between?
not like in between, like these lines.
Like these lines?
Yeah, like this.
To go. Probably I'll do 2 of them.
Okay, just curious.
And I experimented last night and came up with a really cute way to do spiders. So we're gonna pipe some spiders on here in a minute. Ah!
So you gotta color this up nice and black then.
We'll cover up the mess ups of the web with a spider. You won't see it.
Great idea.
I kind of feel like maybe I did need some water in this icing. It's a little thick for piping, but we're making it work.
Well, mistakes help you learn.
Exactly.
So,
All right, so now we're going to go between, and according to all of the designs that I looked at, the curve of the in-between line goes towards the middle. So, no. No. So concentrating. Wow. You know what would help? This would help. My turntable. Ta-da! Help me turn this dang cake around as I decorate it. Okay.
Auto walks so softly in here.
I do have kind of like loud floors.
Because like you just walk normally and you can hear a thump.
Yep. I always feel bad for my downstairs neighbor, but she says she likes hearing it because then she doesn't feel lonely. Yeah. Isn't that sweet? She's a good friend. And I just had another friend move in next door, and she made a little mini loaf of banana nut bread or chocolate chip banana bread. I'll just show you what's left. It's not much, and it almost was going to be none left. That's all that's left. It was so good, and I'm saving that. I had it with coffee this morning. I probably ate 3/4 of it already. Had it with coffee this morning. Oh, so good.
That is like a really good spider web. It looks like it's on like a tree trunk almost.
Oh, like the cake looks like a tree trunk?
Yeah.
That's true. Oh,
Oh.
no, what happened?
Ow.
I don't know.
Spider location.
I think we covered it up pretty well. This is definitely a spider location there, and here's another gap. Nope, it's not working either.
It's like
Well, at least you pull the icing off relatively easy if you need to redo something, but we're just not going to do that. We're going to forge on ahead. Because Nora, will you eat this even if my icing is not perfect?
yeah.
You will? Okay.
It still tastes good.
Thank you.
Because if you eat it, icing's just gonna get messed up anyways.
That's right. It's
Doesn't
going to get
matter.
messed up when you chew it up.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
And I
It's
do
one
want to try to do a good job.
of-
but-
It's one of the best spider webs.
It did it again. It's not really, yeah, it's like not sticking super well. It probably should have been more wet. All right, note to self for next time.
So many cookbooks.
I do have a lot of cookbooks.
Oh, King Arthur.
I have more in my office closet too.
King Arthur.
Yeah. That's another, behind that cake book is another King Arthur one. It's about time to pull out all my holiday baking magazines. Like King Arthur used to have a magazine called Sift. Do I want to do another row? Do we need to do another row here?
Depends, it looks nice.
You think this looks good? I kind of feel like it's barren in there. I'm going to do it. I know it's taking me forever, it seems like, but...
So pretty.
Oops, there goes the mark.
I was watching your video once and you're making, it was like jalapeno cornbread.
The jalapeno cornbread, yeah.
I was like, wow.
I have a whole loaf of it. That one, I baked it and wrapped it up and put it in the freezer for next time I make chili. Because that sort of thing will thaw really well. Shoot. It's okay. We're good. Moving right along.
Still really pretty.
Thank you. You're bringing that to my house, yeah? Yes, Heather. We'll bring it over to your house. Except for I don't have a box big enough for it. Let's see if I can fill this gap real quick. Almost done with the web, and then we'll put the rest of this white icing in with that and split it into two and make black and orange. Although, No, I do want some white, but I just want a different tip. Okay. All right, let's set this out of the way. Oh my gosh, it looks
Beautiful.
straight down. It looks a little better. I will say that.
It does. If
From
you-
the side, it looks very wonky. Here, let me just show. See,
straight down.
straight down looks a little. Yeah, it's kind of following the ridges of the chocolate chips in there. How embarrassing.
I have a question.
What's your question?
What are we going to use the eyeballs for?
You will see. We're going to do, first we'll do this spider, and then we're going to take white and orange and black and make clusters of kind of like flowers around the outside. And those will be orange and black and white, and we'll have some black spiders, and then we'll sprinkle the sprinkles on and the eyeballs around the, I'll hold on to this just in case, around on the flowers and such.
We could put the eyeballs on the spiders.
We could. Where is this? This is what I want. All right, I'm gonna do the orange first. Now, do we want orange? Well, I'll ask you that later. But I'll tell you. Since I was like, oh, I'm gonna have to match the frosting to the M&Ms. Not anymore. I did think about maybe I do. Do I stick with the, I'm gonna stick with the white because the sprinkles will match the sprinkles now at this point. I was like, maybe I do a purple one.
Sunset line just really pretty.
Isn't it? It looks really nice.
It smells amazing.
Doesn't it? So, Charity, my sister, your cousin, when she comes to town, she's usually a bit of a health nut. But when she comes to town, there's one thing she always has to get, and I have been instructed at certain times to get it and bring it to her in Denver when I come to visit. So can you go get some of the Publix buttercream frosting and bring it to me? And I have transported buttercream frosting for her and Publix chocolate chip cookies for my brother and taken them to Denver. So when she comes to town, she always has to get the buttercream frosting. So we got some of that, and she's like, why can't we just make this? Not to say that there's anything wrong with the Publix buttercream frosting, but we're like, let's just make it. And that's where this recipe came from.
Has she tried it out?
Yeah. So she, when she was here last weekend, we made a batch of this specifically for her to just put in a bowl and eat like it's ice cream. I know. It's pretty amazing. Okay, now what am I doing? Oh, I'm gonna put this in a bag. I will do the trick this time that I tried to do with the pumpkin whoopie pies and it didn't work. Lenora, do you know this trick?
We're gonna put the icing in parchment paper, wrap it up, and then let it sit in the fridge, and then we're gonna bring pipe it.
Not quite. It doesn't need to sit in the fridge.
But was it close with the parchment paper?
Not parchment paper.
No, plastic wrap?
Yes, plastic wrap. I will show you what we're gonna, this just helps get it into the bag much easier. And then we're gonna kind of do like a double bag situation where, let me see, I think I did this a little too small, but we're gonna make it work. So that I can take the interior bag out of the exterior bag, replace the tip as needed, and then put the interior bag back in. And it's very handy, and that's what I should have done with the white icing, but I forgot. I thought I just needed to do the web with the white icing. I forgot. That's what happens. That's okay. Happy accidents.
So you said you're gonna put like flowers around the edge?
Yep.
So that's how you left space there.
Yep. And then it'll cover any of these like mess ups on the edge.
Wow, that's
Right.
such a good idea.
So we got that little guy ready. We need more piping bags. Can never have enough. Where's the opening?
Bags.
There it is. I can never, it's got this little hole I can never get them out of there. Oh,
Where is that? What? Why are you pulling up?
it's two. Yeah, it's 2 piping bags. Okay. So this will be the interior piping bag. So then this guy, where's my scissors? What did I do with? Thank you. Okay, so now for this guy, we just cut the little end off. I think after the whoopie pies, when it didn't work, and I don't know if you saw that part, but where it did not work, and I made a mess, it just flopped right out of here. And then it squished right out the whoopie pies. That I left this extra thick, and I'm regretting it slightly. It did make it a little more difficult to pipe. Okay, so then this is going to be our interior bag, so we'll just put a little opening there. Now, for the exterior bag, we just need to, So this one is going to hold the tips. So what did it tell you? This is orange. Okay, here's my question for you. Do we want orange, like rosettes, or white rosettes?
What are rosettes?
They look like little flowers. Orange flowers or white flowers?
Orange.
You want orange flowers? Okay. So
They
that,
look like marigolds.
Yeah.
we're gonna shove this down in here. Okay. And then this guy can go into there. Because of the shape of the bag, let me get it in the same orientation. So then, now when I need to change this tip, I can just slide that out, get the tip out of this bag, and put a different tip in, and then put this interior one back in. And you see how neat? I don't have any icing anywhere.
Quicker too.
Very quick. Okay, so we'll do a little practice rosette.
I want to see these rosettes.
It's so thick. I regret my choices. Oh, this is the one I meant to use. This is not it. See? So we're gonna take out the interior bag
And that is why
and
we
set that
practice.
aside. Exactly. Exactly. Oh no, I got some icing on the table. Unacceptable. On the counter.
Parchment paper.
See? I like the way you think. All right, I'm gonna put the proper, where did it go?
Over there.
Oh, thank you. My goodness. Yeah, I need you. Can you come every time I do a live stream so you can be my eyes? Oh, that got in there. Okay, the proper rosette tip in. Then interior bag in.
Whoa.
Okay, now we can do, is this on? Yeah. What is happening? Oh, the interior bag hole is so small that it's coming through. We need to cut this hole bigger. Because it was like, the interior bag was coming out the big opening of the rosette, and then just making a glob and not a shape. So let's try that again. There we go.
Whoa. That really looks like a marigold.
See, it looks like a pretty little flower. Okay, so we're gonna do some of these all around the edge. In kind of clusters.
It looks beautiful.
Thank you.
I love watching you bake. It's
Oh my
so
gosh, thank you. My biggest fan.
We gotta mix
Yes.
the merch.
I know, I was gonna say I need to make you a shirt or something.
I could ask my aunt to make one. She's crafty.
Is she?
Yeah. Well, two of them are. Two of my aunts. One of them lives in Lakeland and one of them just moved from Tampa.
On your dad's side?
Yeah.
All right.
My best friend lives in Lakeland.
Oh, that's right. I knew that. Okay, we'll just stop there for now. Okay, so that's the orange. let's get the black ready. Now because it's black, I can use this messy spatula to mix up the black. It'll be fine. It'll still look black.
Black is black. So.
Yeah, black is all of the colors put together. Although, when it's light, I'm talking about like the light from light bulbs and stuff in the sun, white light is all the colors. But in material items, like in dye and ink and stuff, all of the colors make black. In light, all of the colors make white. Isn't that crazy? Science!
So the black is gonna be
Yeah.
spiders, right?
The black we'll also do some little decorations around the edge with the black as well. But the black we'll make spiders with the black. And then we'll use the white to add to the outside decorations. But we just got to change the tip, and I did not do the 2-bag system, and I regret it. So this, I don't color icing very often, and I happened to make a cake earlier this week for a friend's party, and it was white and pink and black. And I found that the black, like, it never really becomes black. It's like a gray. And I will add a little more just to see if I can get it darker, but it just never seems to fully get there. But it'll be fine as gray. Some of those sprinkles are gray, so, right?
That's true, a little gray pellets.
So it'll still match.
They look like dog vitamins.
We're gonna ask ChatGPT how to get icing.
How to make, thanks ChatGPT.
It looks
Okay.
darker.
That did help. Okay, we'll stop there and move it along. Okay, get some saran wrap again. I'm at the end and it's just so hard to. Uh-oh. Okay. Do you know that thing of how some people have an aversion to like cilantro because they think it tastes
Like soap.
like soap? Do you have it?
I do not.
I know, same. But that thing is some sort of genetic thing, and it has to do with your taste buds, right? So I found out there's another thing similar, but instead of cilantro, it has to do with your like bitter receptors, I guess, in your tongue. I don't know if that's the right word for them, but the taste buds that are for the bitter foods, and it's the same kind of thing where bitter stuff or like chemically stuff tastes really bad. So for instance, I figured this out because Grandma's birthday parties, she always had the cake with what, do you know what color she always had on her cakes? Red. They were just covered in red roses. I'm like, oh, red icing tastes horrendous to me. I cannot stand it. I will avoid it at all costs. And it's the dye, it's the red dye, and it tastes like straight up chemicals. And so Heather didn't believe me once about it. She thought I was being dramatic. And so we did a blind taste test, and of different color Publix frostings. And it doesn't have to be Publix, it can be from anywhere. Not bad-mouthing Publix frosting or anything like that. But I got it every time, like, that's the red, that's the red. That's not red, that's good. That's the red, you know, because it tastes terrible. And it's the same kind of thing that causes people to struggle with the cilantro. It's the same.
Red food coloring from like a dry.
Red food coloring is from beetles?
It's from the natural one. I think it's from bugs, but okay.
Oh my gosh, I'm totally
And so
Totally
you
freaked
have
out
an
now.
aversion that you eat bugs.
I have an aversion to, my taste buds don't care for bugs. Got it. Did you ever see that movie Snowpiercer? We won't talk about it.
Yeah, Krishna has. Snowpiercer.
Yeah.
He talks about all
Oh.
Watch the,
Well, that's
the
not-
series also.
Oh, you did? You watched the series?
I watched most of it.
After the movie, I'm like, I never want to experience anything like this ever again, so I never did watch the series. All right, so this is just a plain round tip.
Okay.
We're gonna use this for the spiders. We'll do a practice spider and see what you think about it.
The most common red dye comes from crushed insects. A
The-
specific insect.
The most common red dye ingredient, or the dye, comes from,
Natural red dye.
natural red dye comes from crushed insects.
Yes.
That's
But there's some other options, red dye totally made from petroleum.
Petroleum.
Yeah.
Huh.
sounds like something in like something Harry Potter Road, like
Yeah.
Expecto Patronum. Yeah, it sounds like something in
You're right, you're right.
they would say in Harry Potter while casting a spell.
Expecto Petroleum.
Oh, yeah, I think. Yeah, I feel like that is a spell. I've heard it, watched all the movies.
All right, let's see if, I think that tip was, okay, so I'm gonna do practice spider. You ready? So I practiced these yesterday with the leftover icing that my sister made. Okay, so we're going to do 4 legs on one side. Dang it. Dang it.
Still looks like a spider leg.
And then 2 from the bottom. Dang nabbit.
They're already looking so good. I'm picturing the spider.
You can picture the spider?
Yeah.
All right, then same on the other side, because spiders have how many legs?
8.
8 legs. What has 6 legs?
Any other insect?
Ant. Yeah, it's specifically ants. Did you know there's an ant that pretends to be a spider, but you can tell it's an ant because of the 6 legs. I forget what it is. Where did I see that? Well, anyways. Okay, so there's the legs. We're gonna do those first, and then we're going to, see if I can get this right. Basically just squeeze a big old glob
Whoa.
like that for the body, and then make a little head.
Because they have little. That's
What?
so pretty.
You see this? You see my spider I made?
Takes a second.
Oh yeah, there's a delay. Look at the spider, he's so cute. So what if we do a big spider here, and then attempt to do a smaller spider there?
A mommy and a baby.
A mommy and a baby. Okay. What do you think? Do you like the spider?
Yeah.
Okay, so, all right.
No pressure. Let me
No
back
pressure.
up.
3 heads just watching.
Well, I did ask you over here to marvel at my spider, so that's on me.
There probably are more heads watching you because, well, this is live, so
It is
probably
live.
more heads.
I haven't even checked the chat lately. Oh, it's Heather still. Okay.
Nobody else said anything.
And you should do what we're right here. Say
Exactly. I have my live chat here in person.
last week we were chatting.
So chatty. It is nice to get like, I'm like, am I gonna run out of stuff to say? And then can chat with people when they bring things up or ask questions. Okay, I'm happy with those legs. Okay, here we go with the body.
It's good to have like a chat because if people have questions and they're not like with you, they can ask.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna smooth that body out a little bit. And then head.
So pretty. It's a good spider.
I'm really,
If that was on a cake, I might actually like
Oh
run
my
away for
gosh.
a moment and then realize that's icing.
and then it's just icing.
Yeah.
All right, now let me see if I can make a slightly smaller one over here.
So pretty.
I had thought about writing like boo in orange and do a spider web, but that would just be too much. So, all right, smaller spider.
The icing like comes up because it's not like a flat paper thin line. It's more than paper thin. It's thicker than paper thin, so it looks like an actual spider. So I'm like, I would like run away for a moment. If someone told me or I realized that's an icing spider, I'd probably
Wouldn't believe him.
I wouldn't for a moment, and then if I get a little closer, I'll realize that's icing. But it's pretty like realistic.
I messed up the spider web.
Looks so good, Jenny.
Yay! Okay. I don't know how much smaller this one is, but
They grow up fast.
I think that's noticeably smaller.
Yeah.
Okay, now we can get back to the around the outside. So to do that, I want to put a star, where is it? This on the white, this guy. Maybe this thing all the influencers do when they're trying to show something to the camera. Put their hand up. It's not working. Oh lordy. Nora, it's not working. Okay, well anyways, it's a 32, whatever that means.
Looks like a big star with a lot of points.
It does, it has a bunch of tiny points on it.
I think it's getting blurrier.
Yeah, it's just not happening. It's just like a starburst tip. We're just gonna go straight from this tip. And no, it's not gonna work. It's gonna poke through. Dang it. Dang it, Honora. I messed up.
That's okay.
Thank you.
The cake still looks really good.
Thank you. We'll get to try it very soon, I promise.
I can wait. I'm fine waiting. I just like watching
I
mine.
hate waiting. Aw, thanks. Let's just cut this. Is this the best idea I've ever had? I don't know. We'll find out. I may regret that. There, I just cut the tip
You
off.
may not regret that.
I may or may not regret it. I think it's gonna be fine. Okay, so we're gonna make starburst with this guy.
Whoa.
Boom. Okay. I feel like we do need more rosettes. Let me do. And then a bunch of starbursts to fill in the gaps.
Looks like little clouds or like, can't really describe it, but it's pretty.
Thank you. And then you'll see what we do with the black.
I'm curious to see what you do with the black.
You're gonna make squiggly lines to fill in all the other space.
Squiggly?
Yeah.
Like
Mhm.
that?
Yeah, it looks like kind of like ribbons.
The
Oh my gosh, there's gonna be just enough.
flowers
just the
are
right
like
amount.
so pretty. It's just enough icing.
Okay, and then the black we're gonna change to this tip, which is a.
Flat
I have two different. I wear contacts sometimes, and it's two different focal lengths. And so this is my close-up eye. It doesn't really work as well. Okay, so pull the interior bag out very easily. Get this tip out of the way without making a mess. Come on. I'm trying to do this on camera, but there's not space. Oh my goodness. Just get out of there. Okay, here we go. There it is.
It's
Okay.
out.
It's out.
This one's kind of like.
Ah! Oops. Oh my goodness.
It bounced
It did.
down
I'll just-
into the rosette.
It's always something. All right, that's good enough. Drop that in there. Keep it into place. Turn it back on. We'll do a little test because I think there's a little bit of that orange inside still, so we'll do a little test and get it out of there. So this is a tip that's like, oh, I wish that would focus. That's close enough. It's smaller on one end than the other. It's narrower at one side and wider at the other. So if you put the wide side down and then go back and forth like that, it's kind of like ribbons. So we're going to use this to just fill in all of the gaps on here. Like that, you see?
So cool.
Just kind of anywhere there's a little hole.
It already looks really good.
Thank you.
Your mouth watering?
I'm ready to try a
Maybe?
piece. And then should we do some on the inside? It's a little harder to do it on the inside. And there's no rhyme or reason, just filling in the gaps until it looks as pretty as you want it to be.
It's already really pretty.
Thank you. Okay. See any spots that need some of the black ribbon?
No.
Nope, we're good. Are we done with this part? Oh my gosh, we're so close. Okay, now for the sprinkles. This a little more. Oh. Okay. And then my algorithm for a little while there had a lot of cake making things. I'm trying to avoid the eyes. I should have, you know what I should have done is had asked you to help and pull the eyes out. They would do these sort of like rings of the flowers around the edges and then put sprinkles on them, and they always use a pretty spoon. So this is my pretty spoon to sprinkle on my sprinkles. I'm trying to avoid the.
And sprinkles taste good.
I have a friend that does not like sprinkles and will not eat a cake if there's sprinkles on it. Isn't that crazy? Craziest thing I ever did here.
To each their own.
No, I know for that friend I cannot. I know, right? So for that friend, I cannot make a cake with sprinkles. And then my other very, 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 very good lifelong friends, her favorite kind of cake is a cookie cake. And every time her birthday comes around, I'm like, oh, I should go see her and I had this exact idea of making a cookie cake, and never got around to it. Should we put, and one day I will. Okay, sorry, I got distracted. Should we put eyes on the spiders or put eyes around the flowers? What do you think?
Maybe we could put them on the spiders.
You want to put eyes on the spiders?
Yeah.
Okay, let's do it. Should probably have like tweezers or something. Oh my gosh.
Eye on the spider, maybe.
How about that?
They look funny, but they're really cute.
Look at the spider has eyeballs. Okay, this one is kind of too tiny for these eyes, but we're gonna make it work.
They look so funny, but they're really cute.
Oh,
His eyes are taking up his head.
yeah, the eyes are way too big for his head. What do you think? All right, we're done.
It's so
Let's get a good,
beautiful.
can you see? Whoa, let me not dump it off of this. All our sprinkles and our spiders. And I guess you could, if you wanted, write boo or something like that. I'm not gonna do that. I think we are good to go. What about you? You think we're missing anything?
No.
You know what we're missing? Is the Halloween M&Ms.
Yeah.
It's okay.
I didn't want to say it.
You didn't want to say it? You didn't want to be the one to say it? Ah! All right.
Looks amazing.
All right, here we go. I'm gonna use my fancy cutters. You ready to try a piece?
Yeah.
And we can tell everybody what we think. Do you want a bit of spider on your piece?
Yes, please.
Yes? Okay. I'm gonna do this wedges like a pizza. Oh goodness, I just dragged some. This cookie has strength.
Strength, Katie. The spiders.
All
are
right,
like
Honora,
so
let's try it. You ready? Here's your piece. You can take it. You should be able to just hold it with your fingers. Okay, you ready? Oh, let me show a picture. Oh, I meant to take pictures of it before I cut it. Oh well. Okay, here we go. 3, 2, 1. Oh. This is good shoulder shimmy time.
She does the same thing. She just
Mm-hmm.
It tastes
So good. Oh my. Here you go if you need to set it down. Okay, and we're done. A little Halloween cookie cake. How cute would that be? Rolling up into somebody's Halloween party, and you bring this. Come on, you're like the star of the show.
Yeah.
You think you can do it yourself now? Maybe.
We're definitely going to try the icing.
Okay, it's good stuff. All right, there we go. There is our giant chocolate chip Halloween cookie cake. I don't know if that's the best order to put those words in, but super easy to make, very tasty, very, very chocolatey. Like you can see all the chocolate chips in that guy. Most of those would have been M&Ms, orange and black M&Ms, but I'm not bitter or anything. I'm just saying, yeah. All right, thanks for watching. Looks great, thank you, Heather. We'll bring the rest over and munch on it tonight. Okay, so thank you for joining me today in my kitchen, and Honora in my kitchen in real life. What is the usual stuff I say? If you've enjoyed this content, please like the video, consider subscribing so you can join our future baking adventures. And yeah, happy baking. Thanks for joining. If you have any, the comments. I'm also supposed to ask, and I say this as though somebody is telling me to ask you. I'm supposed to ask you XYZ. No, I'm the one that's telling myself to ask you to comment on the video. Let me know if you give this a try, if you've made cookie cakes before, if there's like something I could have done that's maybe a little easier, any tips or tricks you may have. And then if nothing else, you could at least write hashtag weigh your ingredients, and that just helps with the algorithm, and it tells YouTube that people are enjoying my content and engaging with it, and they will send more people to my channel, which would be great for me. So there we go. There is our Halloween cookie cake. And let's go. Let's get out here. Let's go find some fun stuff to do and get some real food in us. All right, so have a great rest of your weekend, and I will see you next time. Bye.